Hello, this is Bel Cameron.
And this is Jebus. Together we are Bill Cameron and Jebus.
That's pretty much what we do. Anyway, so what do you actually want to do? Because you're all level 25, I'm level 51, so you can't really do anything I can do.
Oh, of course, you're level 51.
This is Bel Cameron and Jebus talking about Star Wars: The Old Republic and what our opinions are on it. So, Jebus, what's the first thing you wrote down to talk about?
Let me look at my notes. Player housing. Brand new feature.
What is your thoughts on player housing?
Personally, if people can actually walk into other people's house, so let's say if I buy a house, can I invite you over? If you can do that, it'd be awesome. But if it's just only I can go into my house and you can't come into mine, it's completely useless. So the only thing it'll be useful is to store stuff.
And personally, like, I view it as, isn't really your ship already kind of your player house?
Pretty
much.
Like,
other than other characters being able to visit it, what's the difference between this player housing and having your own spaceship?
Absolutely nothing. Unless they can actually include in this new update, people can actually travel in other people's starships. This game is not very role-player friendly.
Even though it's probably one of the points they try to sell people on when they first released it.
Unfortunately, I think people were expecting more Star Wars Galaxy sort of stuff.
I mean, I know we were, because that's like what we were both like talking about when this game was first announced, but in the moment that I heard that was being made, where are you going?
Drummond Cast, apparently. I just remembered.
Oh, I don't think it can even go to Drummond Cast using this shuttle.
I think we can.
Oh yeah, I can.
The Star Wars Galaxies, you could buy a house and then place it anywhere you want, as long as it's outside the actual.
That's the thing as well. Like, I'm wondering.
Real game cities.
I'm wondering where the houses will be. I'm guessing, like, of course, you're going to be able to get a house in Coruscant and Drummond Cast. But could you, for example, get housing on Tatooine or something like that? I'm thinking they probably won't. I'm thinking they're going to be doing, like, apartments, so they're probably going to only make it in the capital cities, which is kind of annoying because it kind of goes against roleplay as well.
I suppose you look at it like that. Back in Star Wars Galaxies, you could have your house on any planet you wished. When I first heard about player housing in the Old Republic, I immediately thought about what's we're looking for? The memory I had was when I was playing Star Wars Galaxies, I found myself up on a hill trying to find where do I place my house, because this is going to be where I'm going to store all my stuff. And if someone comes across it, I want them to, go, oh, what's this place, and walk into it. But if you're stuck into like Lord of the Rings Online sort of player housing, is where everyone's house is in the one instance, it'd be really annoying.
Yeah, and also, like, Lord of the Rings Online housing, other than storage, I personally did not see the point. They didn't even implement a system where you could craft. Oh shit, where's my fucking speeder? I just realized that, like, hey, actually, I have a speeder too. Where the fuck's my speeder? Hang on.
The game developers, I'm not too sure if it's still going, but they used to do what they called cantina tours. They basically traveled across the states and had like a small mini The Old Republic convention where people could go and ask questions about the game and its development. And I remember reading the most recent one, I believe it is they were asking, oh, are you going to implement this feature sometime soon, blah, blah, blah. And most of the answers were, right now, it's not capable. We don't have the technology capable of making these features. And I kept thinking to myself, then what can you actually do? And then when I about player housing, I'm thinking, surely, player housing would be fine, but surely there'd be something more important than player housing. I mean, if this player housing doesn't support other people coming into your house, then it's completely useless.
No, I completely agree. And like I said, like, it's not...
Yeah.
it's not a feature that people really. It's not a feature. It's not the big feature. I think a bigger feature would have just been letting people come into your ship, like just having multiplayer vessels like you had in Star Wars Galaxies.
But unfortunately, they have the game developers, that is, said they did not want to turn this into another Star Wars Galaxies. Now, we're just fair enough, because Star Wars Galaxies was a completely separate game, but it set the standard for what we expect from Star Wars MMOs, such as Old Republic.
I think what you like. One thing to remember though is like Old Republic in terms of like controls and stuff is a lot better than Galaxies. Like I
It's a
find
lot
like
more fast-paced, sure.
yeah, like Star Wars Galaxies didn't give you any direction, which was a good and a bad thing. Whereas with this game, it's a lot more linear. But the problem with that linearity is all it does is sort of destroy the roleplay element.
Exactly. Every single player is the hero of Typhon or the leader of Havoc Squad. We're not given a chance to roleplay.
Exactly.
The only chance we're given to roleplay is to roleplay as a character that's already been predefined. We can't make our own story.
You just want to butcher these guys, don't you?
Pretty much. The fact I have not played my sniper in about a year.
I could not remember my controls.
Me either. Let's see if I can remember this. Wasn't even able to get it out.
Gives us something to do, I guess. Man, oh man, because what's happened is because with free to play you can't really do much with your quit slots. My controls are all different.
Apparently you have to pay to unlock extra quick slots, but
you do. You have to either subscribe or pay. Not so much extra quick slots, but like to customize them. So you can have like say 4 quit slots, blah blah blah. You need to be a subscriber or you need to pay for it.
Well, even on my level 50 Jedi Guardian, I've got the 2 main quick bar slots, which is fair enough, which is what? That's 12 buttons on each row, plus the one to the side. That's 36 slots, and I don't need much more than that. Actually, I don't even need more than that.
I guess I just do. I just seem to have I use a very wide range of abilities with my character, so I tend to need like a shit ton of quick slots. Especially with like this character, which just seems to have so many abilities that I find useful. And so many abilities that I need for certain different types of enemies.
To be fair, do you even use all your abilities?
I'd say I use a good amount of them.
Did you kill these guys?
No.
Someone else is here, okay.
I noticed that they've like just like gotten rid of half the servers again.
From memory, I believe it's like about 5 American servers which is left. I'm a little bit annoyed.
There we go.
They got rid of the Australian servers. I mean, you're pretty much an Indian giver right there. I mean, you give players Australian servers. Absolutely lovely. We can PvP without the 300 second delay, not second, but millisecond delay. Yeah, now we're back on to thing, which I'm getting currently 311.
I think, though, to be fair on BioWare in that respect, when you look at how many American servers have had to be shut down since the start of this game, imagine like how few Australians really playing this game at the moment. You probably wouldn't even fill up a server. And like, it's just a cost thing at the end of the day. There's no point in having servers open if no one's using them. But at the end of the day, if the game was replayable and better, people wouldn't have that issue.
I'm not trying to say that Starfighter was a mistake, but what people really wanted was an expansion to the main storyline for each of our characters. I know that Makeup doesn't have an expansion of the actual main storyline of your character.
No, it's like just generic every... Yeah. Oh, well, to be honest, I haven't really done much of the mech heb stuff, but that's only because I sort of got there and I was just like, oh, this is really kind of boring.
And you paid for it, didn't you?
Yeah, I paid for it. I thought, you know what, I'll give it a chance. Well, that's the whole reason, like, pretty much the whole reason why what's this guy? Oh, 16, level 16, who the fuck cares?
Sweet
The whole reason,
16.
but the whole reason, you know, I invested so much time in this character back when the level cap was 50 was because I wanted to actually give this game a chance. Because everyone's going, oh, it gets better later on. It's like, well, not really. Like, I like the storyline for my character, but it comes back down to the issue you said before that, you know, because it's so linear, I also know there's a million other people who are also apparently the Emperor's Hand.
And it doesn't make you feel unique in this game world.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the problem with a lot of MMOs, is the more they try and make you feel unique, the more you're not.
If they wanted to make a new Knights of the Old Republic game, they should have created a single-player game. They didn't have to make an MMO about it. Not that I don't like the game. It's just that if you're going to make a linear storyline, you have no control on it other than the good side, dark side options, which don't mean anything at the end of the day. Create a single-player game.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, what I imagine happened is EA got BioWare got the rights to Knights of the Old Republic and got their rights to a Star Wars franchise, but it simply went, you know, ka-ching, we're gonna get so much money from making an MMO based on Star Wars. Like, you know, it's a massive franchise. It's a 10 times bigger franchise than World of Warcraft ever was. But what they should have learned from Star Wars Galaxies is that after a while, you know, people are not going to stay along just because of fan loyalty.
That's why this game has failed on so many levels. People still play it. It's still a good game. But it's just not what players are expecting.
Anyway, what's your next topic you have?
Alright, let's have a look.
We're going to do this. We're going to do this by the books.
One thing I need to check before I actually go on is Warzone Season 1. Okay, that's right, I do have Season 1. You can record this part if you want.
No, that's alright.
So Warzone Season 1, it was like pre-Season 1 for about a year and a half. People just wanted PvP. But now we've got it, so that doesn't really matter too much.
I know,
actually,
personally,
I remember playing it now.
You have a lot more experience with the PvP in this game than I do. Like, I play it, I never really got that into it. Like, I hated it every time I got stuck in fucking Hutball. I resented it so much for doing that. What are we doing here? Are we just killing random people, or...?
Yeah, we're having a look. I haven't been.
Do you actually have a mission, or...?
No. We can go somewhere else if you want.
What do you mean you haven't been to Drummond Castle? Is that like your second...
No,
oh, no, it isn't.
Ages. Why did that guy start attacking me? Come at me, bro.
Oh, I think they still attack you if you get really close. I'll just do this. Just one swing of my saber and they're dead.
Actually, what are you using to play with?
My equipment.
Gaming brands RTS, such as Company of Heroes 2 and Age of Empires 2 HD edition. I really should have bought...
I keep needing to buy... I really did like Company of Heroes 2, but I just never bought it.
Number 2, really? Number 2 was
I played the beta for like... I played like a beta that I had for like a weekend, and I actually really enjoy it. I'm like, oh, I really would like to get this game. I just never did.
If you enjoyed number 2, you would have enjoyed number 1 a lot more. Oh, there's achievements around here.
Yeah, it's just an achievement as well. What's that for? 25 rebellion saves and Drummond Cast.
Gives me what? Achievement points. I never really looked into these. What do achievement points actually get you?
No idea.
I know some achievements get
bragging rights.
Possibly. I know some achievements get you cartel points.
So like, yeah, like the ridiculously arduous ones. Oh, yeah. It's like Watch Row.
Oh, if you do your
Remember somebody once told me. I remember someone once told me, "Oh yeah, but you can get turbine points through achievements on Watch Row." It's like, oh yeah, but it's freaking the most arduous achievements possible.
Especially when we've actually paid for the game and its expansions, and if we create a new character, we have to buy it all again.
And
Which
we
I think is
subscribed to that game
really
for like
disgusting.
and we subscribed to that game and heavily played it for like a year. So
At least a year, yeah. Back in April 2000, no, April 2007.
and you know, and you get
October
nothing
2007.
for it. I think personally, if you've bought the game, like you bought the box for the game, you shouldn't have to
Actually
pay
bought it,
for the
yeah.
quest line in the Shadows of Agmar segment. You just shouldn't.
Actually, I didn't buy the box set, but I actually bought the digital version. But the point still stands. If you actually bought the content in the first place, you should not have to buy it again. I mean, with the expansions, that's fine. If you haven't actually bought the expansions, fine, you can pay for that via Turbine points. But if you've actually bought the original content, you should not be forced to buy the same content you've already purchased for.
Nah, exactly.
Okay. That actually brings us on to our next point, Galactic Starfighter, which I have not personally tried out yet. I tried getting into it, but I was in queue for about 20 minutes and could not even find
Really,
it.
I got in reasonably quickly, but like I said, like it's not. It's like a much. Hang on, am I getting like really bad lag all of a sudden? Are you
Not
just
on
not
TeamSpeak,
moving?
no. I'm not moving.
Okay, but say like, because you've sort of jumped like an inch, and then stopped. I'm like, oh Christ.
What we'll do is we'll go to a group battle for this. So
Yeah,
double
if you
check that
want.
you're in queue.
I should be in queue. Yeah, I'm in queue.
Yeah, flashing. Okay. We can
But
try
yeah,
that together.
when you play it, you'll find that it's like a slower paced War Thunder.
Oh, really? War Thunder was good, especially on the PS4 port. I absolutely dominated.
And yeah,
on
it
that.
just to me, it just didn't it doesn't feel like, you know, sort of fast paced starfighting you would expect out of like a Star Wars thing. I guess like you have to play it to sort of see what I mean. And also like the selection of ships and stuff like that just doesn't impress me a lot.
I'm
Seems like
looking at
some.
them now. Keep going.
Oh,
Sorry.
I think you start off with like a scout and a strike fighter, and if you want anything better, you have to pay for it. And let's just travel to Drummond Cast while we're waiting.
All right. That's you lead the way.
Otherwise, we're just literally just sitting here like two jackasses and talking.
Oh, we can tell jokes. Pass the time.
Most of my jokes are either homophobic or racist.
I've got a semi-racist joke.
That might not work very well. Nah, I'm
What
kidding.
is the number we need but not deserve?
What?
The Dark Nine.
Christ. That's definitely not going in.
Aw, come on. Come on. Where's Drummond Cast? Come on. Where's Custody? Where is it? Over this way? Okay.
It's down here, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, like I personally just was like, there's like I said, there's a lot of games that have done it better, and fair enough, it isn't a main focus of the game. But considering it's meant to be an entire expansion pack, it doesn't really justify. Especially doesn't justify getting back into the game again.
The Galactic
you-
Starfighter was a free expansion though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that's the thing. So as a free expansion, its job is to make me interested in coming back and playing and, you know, getting back into it. But it just didn't do that. That's how I personally saw it anyway.
Well, until we actually try it out together, we'll hold off on the final judgment.
Yeah, okay.
But seriously, PvP in space, what's not to like? But yeah, we'll soon see if this, you know, queue ever pops.
I think there's a problem with people actually playing it as well.